Hi students, very good morning. Today in this lecture, some amount of first order has been left out. That is integrated first order with respect to pressures of the system. The pressure of the system. If the concentration of reactants is in liquid, nothing problem. Whatever thing that we have done, we will go with respect to that. If the pressure is present, okay, suppose if there is a reactant A, it is a gas getting converted to B plus C. These are gases. See, if these are gases will exert pressure, right? Okay. At some time t is equal to 0, means at the starting time we will be having only the reactant. So the initial reactant will be A, which is having pressure 0, 0. Okay. At time t, what happens? This one becomes P0 minus X. This becomes X. If for this is the first condition. For this, I want to calculate K. So what I am writing? K is equal to 2.303 by T log initial pressure by what is the final? This is the initial pressure. The final pressure is remaining P. That is P0 minus X. Clear? How to calculate? So please see what is the total amount of pressure. This is also gas. This is also gas. This is also gas. That has been left out. The exact pressure. So the total pressure will be P0. This is summation of all these things. P0 minus X plus X plus X. So P0 plus X. So what will be the value of X? P total is equal to P0 plus X. X will be equal to P total minus P0. So this is the condition. So you take this value substitute here. So K will be 2.303 by T log P0 by P0 minus Pt minus P0. Because X value, the X value here we have written this one. So K value will be equal to 2.303 by T log P0 by P0 minus Pt plus P0. So it will be 2.303 by T log P0 by 2P0 minus P. So this is the equation what we will be getting with respect to pressures for this equation. So if it is 2P, we will get 2x. It is 3C, we will get 3x. Okay. For one more gases we are getting in this pattern. If the moles are changed, we should go for the pattern. See here P0 minus 6 we are getting. If it is 2B, we will be getting 2x. Okay, we will be getting here 2x. If it is 3C, we will be getting here 3x. Right? Based on the moles. But one more is enough for us. This is the condition how to solve with respect to the pressures. This is one case. Now second case. If initial pressure is not given, if initial pressure is not given, then initial pressure is not given, then what we are going to do? So what happens? The time has been given as infinity. So the pressure will be what? There will be nothing. See at time infinity, the entire will be completed. This one will be what? P0, because this is one more. This entire will be completed to this one, this entire will be completed to C. So we will be having this one. So what I can say now? Pressure infinity. Pressure infinity is equal to P0 plus P0. So it is 2P0. This is infinity, and P0 is equal to P infinity by 2. This is the condition. Okay. That will be the condition to do this. And next thing is, if you go for the application of the equation, see water pressure there. General equation is K is equal to 2.303 by T log initial concentration by. This is the final concentration. What we are expecting. Getting me? Okay, observe here. See, we know that P0 minus X. So we know X value. X is Pt minus P0, and we know that P0 value is Pt minus this one. P infinity by T. Okay. So what happens? 2.303 by T log P0. This one you can write as P infinity by 2 minus Pt x value is Pt minus T infinity by. So calculate this difference, we will be getting the answer. Observe what you are getting the answer here. Right. So it will be 2.303 by T log. Okay. You will be getting T naught minus T infinity by 2. This is plus T infinity by 2. T infinity by 2. So T infinity minus T. So if you convert this also into T infinity, you will be getting 2.303 by T log T infinity by 2 times of T infinity minus T. So this is the value when the initial pressure has not been mentioned. Okay. This is the thing at this midpoint. That is the thing when this P naught is not given. Okay, and final pressure will be 2 P naught, and it is the final infinity pressure because the time has been given as infinity. The final infinity pressure is the summation of these two, P naught plus P naught. So that is what we have to do here. And exactly we know that this one, we know that P naught is nothing but T infinity by 2. In place of x, we replace this one. So that the final equation, the initial pressure is not given and the final pressures, infinite pressures are given. This is the way to solve the questions. Right? These are the things with respect to the first order. And if we go for the second order reaction, integrated rate of second order, third order as well as nth order. These are very easy things. Right? Majorly zero order as well as the first order. Major equations for us to do. Right. Let us take one here for second order. Second order integrated rate law. For second order integrated rate law, we are going to calculate here. So the rate, something A getting converted to product. This is the equation. So what happens? Rate is equal to K into A square, or rate is equal to minus 1 by 1 dA by dt. So this is the way of writing the equation. So if you equate both the things, minus dA by dt is equal to minus K into A square. So not minus, this is A square. So dA by A square is equal to minus K into dt. If you integrate this one with certain limits, so on integrating and having limits, so what happens? dA by A square is equal to, this is A naught and this is A, this is 0, this is T, minus K dt. So this is the condition what we are getting. Okay, so integration of this one, what will be getting? So we will be getting minus 1 by A, this is A naught and this is B. So the integrating value of that one, so it is minus K in respect to 0 and B. So minus minus will be cancelled, so that if you upper limit minus lower limit is equal to K. So K will be equal to 1 by T, 1 by A power 1, 1 by A naught power 1. So this is the integrated equation for the second order. Getting integrated equation for the second order. If you go for the T half, what it will be? T half means final concentration will be equal to A naught by B. Initial concentration is A naught. So what happens? K is equal to 1 by T half, 1 by A naught by 2, 1 by A naught. So what happens? This is a common thing. So 2 by A naught by a naught 1 by k is equal to k half. So it is getting so this is the thing. A naught will be getting right 1 by k a naught. So this is the k half of the second order reaction. So you remember this equation. This is the main thing. This is for k for the second order. If I go for the third order, how I can make rate is equal to something like k a cube and rate is equal to nothing but minus 1 by 1 dA by dt. Getting me? Right. If I integrate minus dA by dt is equal to k a cube. So sending minus and as well as the dA by a cube is equal to minus k into dt. So on integrating and having limits, what happens? Integrating with a naught to a dA by a cube. Okay, is equal to minus k dt. The time is equal to t. What happens this one? Minus 1 by 2a square integrating having the limits a naught to a, and this is minus k time with 0 to. So if you do this one, minus minus will cancel. So 1 by 2a minus 1 by 2 a naught square is equal to k. Getting me? So t will be equal to what? K will be equal to 1 by 2t. 2 is common, 1 by a square minus 1 by a naught square. So this is the condition for the integrated rate law for the what? Third one. It's the same thing if you do for the fourth one. Fourth order. See, fourth order. Simple it is. You can expect. See, first order means you are getting 1t. Second order means you are getting 1t. Third order means you are getting 2t. Fourth order means you will be getting 1 by 3. So be here again. Second order 1t. Third order 2t. Fourth order 3t. Bracket. See, second order means a power 1. Third order means a power 2. Fourth order means a power 3 minus 1 by a naught power 3. So this is the k value with respect to the fourth order. If I go for the fifth order, so say k is equal to 1 by 4t 1 by a power 4 minus 1 by a naught power 4. So this is the integrated equation for the fourth order. Suppose if I go for the nth order, so k is equal to 1 by n minus 1 into t 1 by a power n minus 1 minus 1 by a naught power n minus 1. So this is the equation for the nth order. So this is the equation. See, for second order, this is for the third order, this is for the fourth order, this is for the fifth order, and this is for the nth order. For nth order, what is the integrated equation? K is equal to 1 by n minus 1 into t 1 by a power n minus 1 minus 1 by a naught power n minus 1. This is the nth order integrated equation. So further, if I want to find out the t half, so t half for nth order reaction. So t half. So let me take t half for nth order. So I know that k is equal to 1 by n minus 1 into t 1 by a power n minus 1 minus 1 by a naught power n minus 1. Suppose if it is nth order means what should be the final concentration? If I take this is k half. So k is equal to 1 by n minus 1 t half. This is 1 by a naught power a naught by 2 n power minus 1 minus 1 by a naught power n minus 1. So this one what it becomes 2 power n minus 1 by a A naught n minus 1 minus 1 by A naught n minus 1. 1 by n minus 1 into k, you say T half, this side, this becomes T half. Okay? So T half is equal to what? 1 by n minus 1 into k, this is same, A naught n minus 1, 2 power n minus 1 minus 1. So this is the T half. See, n minus 1 is constant. So based on the order, we get this one. So T half doesn't depend upon this one. It is also a number. It is also a number. So it is also a number. N minus 1 will be taking number. If I say 6 order, it is 5k. Okay. So this is constant value. This one also is a number. Will be getting a constant value. So T half becomes what? T half is proportional to the A naught power n minus 1. This is how T half of the reaction depends upon the order of the reaction. Getting me? T half how it depends upon the order of the reaction. If you have any doubts with respect to T half, you can check over here or you can cross check. Suppose it is 0 order. Suppose I want for 0 order. 0 order T half is equal to what? See, if I 0 if I replace, what becomes 1 by A power minus 1? Means directly T half is directly proportional to the concentration in terms of the reactants. If I go for the first order, T half proportional 1 by A naught power 1 minus 1, it is 0. So T half of first order independent of concentration terms. Suppose if you go for the second order, so it is T half proportional to 1 by A power 2 minus 1. It is 1. So it is directly proportional, inversely proportional to concentration. If I go for the third order, T half inversely proportional to 1 by A naught square. So this is how the T half is depending. So based on the T half also we can find out the order of the reaction based on the two T halves, right? So this is what we are having with respect to the order. So we have learned something like 0 order, first order, second order integrated, third order, fourth order integrated, and nth order integrated, and T half of nth order, and how T half depends upon the concentration terms. So T half is inversely proportional to the concentration to the power n minus 1, or we can say that T half is directly proportional to the concentration of 1 minus n. So both are the same and have brought it to the numerator. Okay, students, let us check out whether there are some problems with respect to this concept or not. Okay, students, these are the things. So practice the problems that are presented on material itself. Now let us go with respect to molecularity. Molecularity of the reaction. What is meant by molecularity? So molecularity. So it is defined as number of ions or atoms or particles or molecules. Anything. It is defined as number of ions, particles or atoms that are involved in orbits, that is rate determining step or elementary reaction. So molecularity, it is defined as it may be number of atoms or molecules or ions. Anything, atoms, particles, ions or anything, molecules and molecules, take that also into consideration. Number of atoms or particles or ions that are involved in the rate determining step. Rate determining step means the step which is very, very slow. Okay, that determines the speed of the reaction. The reaction or the step which is very, very slow, that is called the rate determining step. That is the step that decides the molecularity. Or number of particles. How many particles are there in the rate determining step? Or elementary reactions. What is the elementary reaction? Elementary reaction is that reaction which completes a single step. Right? See, let me take examples like example A plus B, it is giving us two product. I am writing rate equation. Rate equation I am writing as A power 1, B power 1. This I have found it experimentally. So what is the order now? Order is in rate equation, whatever is there, then is the order structure is 1 plus 1, order is 2. So what is the molecularity? Molecularity, if I mention this is elementary step. Okay. If I mention it as elementary step, then how many are there in this elementary step? Molecularity. So it will be 1 plus 1 equal. As this is the elementary step and the rate equation is also the same. We are getting from this one experimentally, not from this equation. We are not getting this one. This rate equation we are not getting from this one. We are getting this equation from experiment. So according to the experiment, order is this one. As that this is the elementary step. So this is this one. Right? Let me take one example like NH4 NO2 forming N2 plus 2H2. I am saying that elementary step. Okay. A rate I mentioned as K into NH4 NO2. So what is the order? Order is equal to 1. And what is the molecularity? Molecularity is I am saying this is elementary step. How many are in this elementary step? One part is this one. Molecularity is also very clear. Elementary step as well as molecularity. Suppose if I take the equation like I think what shall I take? If I take the decomposition of HI, okay, to HI, the number decomposition, we will be getting H2 plus I2. This is the elementary step. I am mentioning it as myself. I am mentioning it as elementary step, right? So rate is equal to K into HI whole square. This one I have got experimentally. So what is the order? Order is equal to molecularity. Okay. So simply we can say that for elementary steps, okay, you can calculate the molecularity. For complex reaction, molecularity cannot be found. Remember this. Only for elementary reactions or elementary steps only we can find the molecularity. For complex systems we can't find the molecularity. Suppose if I take the equation like ester CH3 COO C2H5 ester hydrolysis, something like an acidic medium will be getting acid plus alcohol. This is the reaction. Okay, this is what elementary step. And rate I am writing as K is equal to CH3 COO C2H5 and water. See, this one is the thing I am making experimentally. Remember students, what is the order now? This is equal to 1 plus 1. This is 1 and this is 1. So it is 2. This is wrong. Why means even though there are two, one is the solvent. See, in equilibrium we have in first year chemical equilibrium. Whatever the thing that has been taken in the excess, that will not be taken into consideration. So we should not take this into consideration because this is solvent. This is area of reaction where the reaction will occur. The source of the reaction, where the reaction undergo. So this is not taken into consideration. So order will be 1. Okay, molecularity. Molecularity is what? This is elementary step. So we are having one molecule. So 2. See, molecularity we are having 2 and order is 1. Okay. But for seeing it is looking like second order. This type of reactions are called as pseudo unimolecular reactions. The reactions they will be looking like second order, but those are not second order because one quantity is present in excess quantity. That excess quantity, that is called as solvent or where the reaction will occur, that one should not be taken into the consideration. Okay, in first year equilibrium, solids should not be taken into consideration, which is very large in quantity. That also should not be taken into the consideration. Suppose the same thing we are having example like C12H22O11. Okay, so on hydrolysis, what will be getting? You will get C6H12O6 plus C6H12O6. You will be getting one is glucose, one is fructose. So this is elementary step. See, for the elementary step, what is the molecularity here? Molecularity is 2. What is the order? Order generally is rate is equal to K, C12H22, O11. Okay? H2O. This one should not be taken into consideration. Here also this one should not be taken into consideration. Or there is only one. So this reaction is example for pseudo-unimolecular reaction. So one component is highest, another component is lesser. Okay? But for the thing you are having, water also is into consideration. Right, such type of reactions are called as pseudo-unimolecular reactions. Suppose if you take any reaction which is very complex. So complex reactions will be complex reactions. Already I have said that we can't calculate. See, we can't calculate molecular to complex reactions. Suppose CH3, CHO, all you can do is separated CH4 plus C. So, generally what is the rate? You know what the rate is K into CH3, CHO. This is not elementary reaction, this is complex step. This is not elementary step. So what is this? K into CH3, CHO. So that's the way we have the step. So but for looking what is there? CH3, CH3, we will be getting 3 by 2. Okay. What is the order now? Order is 3 by 2. Is molecularity 1? Molecularity is not 1. One is not the molecularity of this respective reactions. Let us take one more reaction. Something like NO2 plus CO. NO2 plus CO, you will be getting as CO2 plus N. Okay, the students, right, for this rate has been given in this manner. Rate is equal to based on the experiment, we are getting the value like K into NO2 square. K into NO2 square, what is the order now? This is experimental value. R is equal to 2 molecularity. We will be thinking 1 and 1 because this is not simple step, this is complex step. For this, 2 is not the molecularity. Okay? For simple steps, we will be writing in that pattern. For complex steps, then we can't calculate the molecularity. Only for simple elementary steps only we can calculate the molecularity. See here, we get this 3 by 2. This one is experimental value. See, but looking here, one will have the value, one should not take. See, always I used to say, order is a highly experimental value. It's not a theoretical value that will not be getting from the equation. In this way, we will be getting the molecularity. So there are some complex step reactions. We will be going. Already in one class I have said that in any reaction, we will not be having intermediate in the rate equation. Okay. In writing the rate equation, I am mentioning you again. In rate equation, reactant may be present or may be absent. Catalyst may be present or absent. Product may be present or absent. But intermediate should not be present. So let us take some question with respect to this one. Right? See students, here we are having two questions. Find order and rate of 2a plus 3b gives rise to 18b3. This is the major equation. 2a plus 3b gives rise to 18b3. So the mechanism of this reaction, because this is the complex step reaction. What is telling? A plus b, K1 rate constant forms AB. This is a very slow step reaction. AB plus b with K2 rate constant gives AB2 fast. This step is very fast, and this one is also very fast reaction. So let me take a correction here with respect to the questions. So this is also fast step. Correct it? So this is the question. This is the question and this is the mechanism. Try to pause the video and try to calculate the order and rate law of the equation. Okay. So already you know that a rate depends upon the very slowest step. What is the slowest step? This is the very slowest step. So rate is equal to K1 into concentration of A into concentration of B. So what is the order? This is power 1, this is power 1, so N is equal to 1 plus 1, order is equal to 2. The rate law is this one. See, we clear this, you are getting components as A as well as B. So A and B, these are reactants, no problem. If there is a product also, nothing problem. Okay, anything can be. So the rate is defined in such a way, the slowest system is in such a way that you are getting the concentration of the reactants only in rate equation. The slowest step in the rate equation, right? So here let us see one more question. 2A plus 3 equals 18 The mechanism of the reaction is in this pattern. A plus B equilibrium K1 K2. AB are getting in the first step. Next step is AB plus B. K2 rate constant. You are getting AB2. Slowest step. This is the rate determining step. AB2 plus A plus B. With rate constant K2 you are getting A2B. So that if you sum up all these things, you will be getting this equation. Okay. So he is asking to find the rate law order as well as K. What is the effectivity? See if I rate solution for this. What will be the rate? Rate is nothing but the slowest step reaction. So R is equal to slowest step. This is the slowest step. So it is K2 into AB. So R is 1 plus 1. 2. Don't go for that. That is wrong. Because see this is what? AB is not present here. AB is not present here. AB is only intermediate. This is intermediate. This is intermediate. B, okay, B is present, nothing wrong. So we should remove AB. AB, no, it should be removed because in rate equation, intermediate should not be present. That is what I used to say. So to remove AB, what should do? Check out the equilibrium reaction. See for this, what you write? K1 by K4 should be equal to concentration of products according to the equilibrium. AB by concentration of A into concentration of B. Okay, subject what we require, AB required, so AB concentration will be equal to K1 by K4 into concentration of A into concentration of B. This is the thing. So you take this equation, this one, and you substitute here. So let me erase this. You substitute there, what will be getting? What will be getting in this pattern? Right? So rate is equal to K2 AB. AB value is K1 by K4 into A into B. This is what you will get in the value from AB, and next is B. So R is equal to K2 into K1 by K4 into A into B square. So now what is the order? N is equal to 1 plus 2. The order is 3. This is the rate equation. Okay. What is K effective? K effective is equal to K2 into K1 by K4. So whenever the intermediate is present in the rate equation, that equation is not allowed. You change that one into in terms of concentration of reactants. Okay, so that you will be getting the answer. Let us take one more question with respect to this one. Okay, see students, we are having one more question here. Ozone O3 getting converted to oxygen. 2 moles of ozone getting converted to 3 moles of oxygen. Right? Okay. The mechanism has been done this way. O3 converted to O2 with K1 forward, with K2 as the reverse constant, plus nascent oxygen, which is very fast step. Then O3. One more ozone combined with the nascent oxygen forming 2, which is very slow step. So, try to find out the rate law, order as well as the rate constant. Okay, students? Pass the video, try to solve this. Right, I am solving this. So, rate, what? It depends upon the slowest step. Slow is K3, concentration of O3, and concentration of O. Is this the equation? O3 is only present. What is O? O is intermediate. How to find out intermediate? Intermediate will not be present on overall. See here, you will not be having any intermediate. One side will be present on the product side, on the other So try to eliminate this intermediate. How you can eliminate? By this reaction. So K1 by K2. You will be having O2 concentration products by reactants. Like O as a subject, O as a subject oxygen, you will be getting O3 by O2 into K1 by K2. Take this oxygen replace here. So we will be getting the answer. So rate is equal to K3, we will get O3. This one. O value is O3 by O2 K1 by K2. This is the thing. So what are you getting? K3 into K1 by K2 into O3 whole square into O2 power minus 1. So this is the real equation. So what is the order? Order is equal to 2 minus 1 is equal to plus 1. Or this is first order. What is K effective? K effective is K3 into K1 by K2. So this is the rate equation. This is the order and this is the K effective value. See, we know that very easily for complex reactions you will be having multiple steps. That is what it has been said. So if you see the energy diagram for complex reaction, if you see the energy diagram for the complex reaction, it will be in this pattern. Right? We have energy reaction coordinate. So this is reaction coordinate and this is energy. So we are having reactant. See, generally reactant getting converted to product. This is complex step reaction. Generally this is not in this pattern only. We will have something like reactant getting converted to A getting converted to B, and B getting converted to C, and C getting converted to D. So you are occurring this reaction. See, A cancel, B cancel, C cancel. Finally, you are getting reactant getting converted to product. So this is second step, and this is third step, and this is fourth step. If you observe this is the complex reaction, right? Okay, and if you observe this way with respect to graphs. Okay, like this. So this is energy of reactant. You are getting transition state. This is the activation energy. This is the EA1. You are getting the product here. This is A. Reactant from A. See, let me take reactant A to this is getting. Reactants from A you are getting. A is nothing but product. This is intermediate. Okay. Again, you are going from phase B. So this is the activation energy. EA2. You are getting this one. B. And B is also again intermediate. Intermediate moreover, this is what? Stable. Means at some time, it is stable and come to the remaining thing. This is the transition state. This is the transition state. This is the activation energy. This is the activation energy. After A crossing this value, we will come to B. And B of the can, directly I am taking B2 product can take nothing happens. Right? I am erasing this one. B from B. I am getting something like this. B to C. Something activation energy is still lower like this. So this is some more activation energy 3, and this is the activation energy. This is also an intermediate, and this is also somewhat stable. See, reactant A to R, reactant R we are getting to A, so reactant to A. This A is getting down to B. This is also intermediate, this is also intermediate. B can be into C. And C is getting converted to product. So on both the reaction will like this. So these are the different activation energies. So based on the activation energy, which is very faster. See, this one is this much activation energy, this one small, this one somewhat bigger. See, when we compare between EA2 and EA3, which is very lesser. Okay, which is very lesser, means EA4 is lesser. So C2P, this will be very fast reaction. C2 products, it will be very fast reaction because the activation energy is very less in compared to 1, 2, 3, 4 activation energies. Second, it is EA2, it is also fast. Where from A to B, A to B is also fast. Next, which is very slow. From here to here it is very slow. Reaction, this is very slow step and this is also somewhat fast. Okay. So in this way, you can find out based on the highest activation energy. More is the activation energy, lesser will be the speed of the reaction, and if you are having multiple steps, in this way you will be getting the reaction. So more is the activation energy, lesser will be the rate of the reaction. The speed will be very lesser. Lesser the activation energy, more will be the speed. Right? So rate, you know that already once we have learned, rate is inversely proportional to the activation energy. Okay? So which activation energy is higher here? So EA1 activation energy is higher activation energy. Next it is EA3. Next it is EA2. Next it is EA4. This is the values of activation energies for the complex reaction, whatever we have drawn on the board. Okay, students, let us see some questions with respect to the activation energy with the different temperatures. We have learned log K2 by K1 is equal to EA by 2.303 R 1 by T1 minus T2. With respect to that content, we are going to solve some questions. By that, this chapter will be closed. Okay, students, look at the question. For the nth order reaction, A is equal to 100, activation energy is equal to 1.137 joules per mole. Find K at 727 degrees centigrade. See, it's a very simple question directly. You know that options are given as 1, 10, 100 as well as 1000. Pause the video and try to solve this question, students. You know that A is equal to, or sorry, A. I hope that you have got the answer. 1, 2, 3, right. Check out the answer. A into E more minus EA by RT, this is the equation K. What are we reading? Ln K is equal to ln A minus EA by RT. So if you solve 2.303 log K is equal to 2.303 log A minus EA by RT. So log K is equal to log A minus EA by 2.303. So log K, if you find out the number itself, for nth order, K value, find K value, right? Log A value is log 10 square because it is 100 minus activation energy. It is 19137 by 2.303 into R, 8.314 joules into temperature. Temperature is 727 plus 273. So it is 10,000. So this is 1000. So try to calculate students log K will be getting approximately 2 minus 1 is equal to 1. So K will be equal to 10 power 1. So answer will be 10. Okay, students. So central formula, what the equation is there, we have applied that one and you have got the answer. Okay. The same thing we have based on this one, we are getting this one, this question. For the first order reaction, log K is equal to 10 minus 1.2 into 10 power 4 per Kelvin. So per temperature. Temperature is mentioned in Kelvin, right? Find T at which the half of the reaction is 70 minutes. Is mentioned in the time T half in terms of minutes. Okay, you can take in minutes itself. Right? Try to solve this question. Okay, students, I hope I am able to reading this. Right. I am going to solve this. Check for the answer. So, as we mentioning, half of reaction is 79. So T half we know that 0.693 by K. Okay. He is asking to calculate K. So why I have taken this formula? This is the first order, right? Here we have been mentioned as first order. So from this we can get K. So this implies that K is equal to 0.693 by T half. Approximately this is 0.67 by 7. This is 10 power minus 2 minute inverse. Okay. So you are getting the K value. So we know that log k value is 10 power minus 2 is equal to 10 minus 1.2 into 10 power 4 by t. This one will become minus 2 is equal to 10 minus 1.2 into 10 power 4 by t. If I say this one will become minus 12 minus 1.2 into 10 power 4 by t minus minus will cancel. T is equal to 1.2 into 10 power 4 by 12. So it becomes 12 by 10 once it becomes 10 power 2. So it is 1000. So the answer will be 1000. See the same equation. The same equation here has taken. Here you should find out the k value. Here you should find out the k value to get the k value. And we have taken this first order. The first order we have 0.693 by k, and t has been mentioned as 17 minutes. So if you substitute that one, you will be getting the answer. Okay. Let us see one more question with respect to this content. Okay, students, look at the question. The question is in this way here. At 27 degrees centigrade, K1 is equal to 1.5 into 10 power 4 second inverse. At 127 degrees centigrade, K2, gate constant is equal to 1.5 into 10 power 5 second inverse. It is asking to find the activation energy value. Right? We know that log K2 by K1 is equal to EA by 2.303 or 1 by T1 minus 1 by T2. Right? This is very simple. So what are we getting? Log K2, what is K2? 1.5 into 10 power 5 by K1, 1.5 into 10 power 4. This is equal to activation energy EA by 2.303 into R 8.314, 1 by T1. One is T1 temperature, 27 degrees centigrade, 27 is 300 degrees minus 1 by 400. So what are you getting? EA by 2.303 into 8.314, you will be taking 100 by 400 into 200. The value of this, what will be getting 10. Okay. So take the value of A is equal to 10 into 2.303 into 8.314 into 400 into 300. If you solve this, approximately you will get an answer as 22,976.5 joules. So these are the questions with respect to this chapter. So we have completed to the maximum extent. We are having something like parallel reactions as well as consecutive reactions. These are for the purely advanced level. Maximum from that area also will not get the question. We will be dealing with respect to that again. Up to now will be perfect with zero order as well as first order, second order and nth order. Okay, parallel consecutive reactions are not in your syllabus. Maybe they will be asking, they will mention for advanced if they require parallel reactions from last 2 to 3 years they have removed the parallel as well as the consecutive reactions. These are the things. But we are having, and bimolecular collision theory we are having, is very simple, the combination of all these things. Okay, already have covered in this itself. Once you check the activation energy, the bimolecular collision theory will be covered. That is only in the theoretical, you will be getting IP questions, not any questions from the JEE or NEET. Okay, by this we are winding up this chapter, and next we will start in the new chapter. Practice all the problems. Whatever you have doubts, you can ask me in the doubt session, right? I will be giving you the worksheets. Right? Stay safe in the home. Have a nice day. Bye.